I'm Piper Reed, and I'm a junior at Chantilly High School. The next honoree is a longtime supporter of She Rocks the World, and we are grateful for all of the contributions she has made to our organization over the years. Debbie Phelps has been an educator for over 40 years and is the executive director of the Education Foundation of Baltimore County Public Schools. The foundation provides supplemental funding for educational programs that develop lifelong learners through literacy. Debbie is recognized for her innovation and energy. You may also know Debbie as mother of three, and yes, that includes Michael Phelps. In her book, A Mother for All Seasons, Debbie reflects on parenthood and encourages parents to cheer for all of their children at every stage and in every endeavor. Please welcome Debbie Phelps.
Piper, thank you so much for that great introduction. And ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be here this evening. As an educator, I have to come to the center of the stage. We don't stand behind podiums in schoolhouses. So I want to come and I want to talk to you. I'm also a storyteller. And so in reference to being a storyteller as well as an educator for 40 plus years, I met Patsy several years ago when she reached out to me. And I came down to the summit, which was at George Mason, and I watched and observed, and I met so many of the ambassadors and the young ladies. And so when I was called to be able to come and to be able to be the recipient of this honor, which I'm deeply touched and very humbled by it, but it took me back to my teenage self as I looked at myself as a second of four growing up in Western Maryland, small high school, and it was back in 1968, just a few years ago, that I was sitting in my school counselor's office talking about career plans. And she said to me, "Debbie, honey, you're not college material." I looked at her and I'm thinking, okay, I'm in the National Honor Society, always on the honor roll. I do great things in leadership. She's like, you're not college material, Debbie, honey. So why don't you just marry that little boyfriend that you're dating and have a family and work at the paper mill? I was very gracious because my mother and father taught me to be very gracious. I thanked her very much for her kind words, and I left her office. And with that being shared, at that same time, my father was dying. So it was very difficult for me. But I went to college. I graduated with an education degree. I had my master's in administration and supervision. And the only part of me that I feel is missing is not having my doctorate. But there's still time. So I was sharing that story about self when I was 17 years old. I fast forwarded to 2004. In 2004, the Phelps family, we know all of our years in Olympic years. 2000, 2004, 08, 2012, 2016. Everything we do is in quadrennials. And so I remember in 2004, I worked really hard to get into administration. I wanted to leave the classroom and I wanted to be a principal of a schoolhouse. And I was very excited and passionate about doing that. But I waited until I raised my own 3 children before I went into that path. And I remember the executive director came down from the superintendent's office and he said, "Debbie, you're going to be called to the superintendent's office and be appointed principal." I said, "I can't do that." He looked at me, he's like, "What do you mean you can't do that?" I said, "This is Michael's Olympic year. This is 2004. We're going into Athens. He's swimming 8 events. He will make history then. I cannot be a principal of a school now." He's like, "Debbie, you've worked for this, and you want this job. So I don't think I would tell the superintendent no." So I thought, okay. So I get a call to go to the superintendent's office. Just so he's like, it was a big teddy bear. I remember sitting down across the table from him, and Dr. Harrison said to me, "Debbie, this is your chance to lead a school. I'm going to put your name forward to be the principal at Woodlawn Middle School, which was just being taken over by the state for its low performance. And you are going to be the principal." I looked across the table, took a deep breath, and I said, "Thank you very much, sir, for the opportunity, but I can't do that." His eyes got huge. I thought, "Oh my golly, I'm done." And I said, "It's not that I can't do it, that I can't do the job, sir. It's that this is my son's Olympic year, and my family is very important to me. So I want to go to Athens, and I want to be with my son." He said, "Go on and go, but you will be a principal when you get back." And I said, "Sir, is that really fair to the community? The school has just gone under. It has 0 basic staff. You're putting a brand new principal into this school, and I'm not going to be there this summer. I'm going to be in Athens with my son. I cannot give 100% to my children and my parents and my community in the school and 100% to my family." He took a deep breath. He looked across the table, and he excused me from his office. He said, "Go to Athens, and I'll see you when you get back." I walked out of there at the age of 53 years old, not knowing if I had a job in the district anymore, because I just told the superintendent no. I went to Athens. I came back. He called me to his office, and he said, "I honor your voice. Your family was important to you, and you are a fearless leader. So I am going to appoint you the principal of a brand new middle school to open in 2005, and you will lead those children to success." So remember the stories, ladies and gentlemen, especially our young ambassadors, of what faces you. Use your voice to be strong. Use your voice to be determined and dedicated, and to be able to share your feelings in your heart as to what you know you are capable for. Patsy, thank you so very much for this honor. Ambassador, She Rocks the World, I am deeply touched, and you encourage me each and every day as I look at the new generation as to what you are going to do in this world. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen.